Hello, I am back. So like I said in my last video, I'm gonna be recording like a million trillion videos today because I have a free day. Not really a free day. I woke up this morning and I woke up with a huge migraine, and all night last night I had nightmares and I was waking up and didn't get any sleep, and I was just like, I texted my boss and I was like, you know what, I can't do today. Today's not gonna be what happened. And she's really cool, so she's like, okay, just drink a lot of water and rest, and then hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. So that's that. And so I'm just kind of staying home resting, and since I'm home I decided that I would film a video. And then I was doing my hair, and then I was like, I decided not to do my hair. This is uncomfortable. Okay. So first video of the day, we're going to talk about my February favorites. I know we're in March, and usually I like to film my favorites like the last days of the month or the first, and I did have this weekend to film for it, but I just didn't even, it slipped my mind. So let's start with my favorites because I have a lot. So first, I guess we'll talk about skin, and this should probably be in here. So for skin, I have I have a lot of favorites. For skin, I have, let's start with like lotions and stuff. So this I've been using for like a little bit now. That's the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So you can put it over your makeup to make your makeup look like less cakey or just more hydrated, because I have really dry skin. And I use it like before I go to sleep. I put it on my face and then I put on my moisturizer. I love it so much. It's so good, and it leaves my skin smelling good, and it leaves it really hydrated. So that is on there for a reason. And then next, I just bought this CeraVe Facial Moisturizer, and I've been using this for about a couple days, and I've already noticed my skin so much softer, and it just feels so good. And this is a top one. And next, I got this little sample size of the MAC Studio Moisture Cream, and it is life. Like, I put it on my face, and it leaves my skin so smooth, even the next day. So I've really been in love with this. I bought this so I could take it on my trip to Mexico, which is officially like 25 days away. Or, no, it's like 24 days away. So I'm really excited for it. So I'm buying little things so I can take on my flight. And next, I was paying at Ulta, and I saw this NYX All Over Butter when I was paying. I think I already said that. Oh yeah, so anyways, I was paying, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I have really dry skin, so this would be cool to throw in my purse. So I bought it, and I've been using it on my lips, on my face, on my hands. This is the best thing to have in your purse. And again, I was like, well, I'm going to travel, so I can take this with me. And it is amazing. And next, I've been using, so I bought this the other day. It's the Bare Minerals Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. And I love this foundation. It looks so flawless and so pretty. And it gives you like, it gives you coverage, but not full coverage. But it gives you really good coverage. I don't know if that makes any sense. But what I like about this foundation is that I can wear it every day to work. And it's not like my MAC one where it looks like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. This doesn't even look like I'm wearing makeup. So I'm like in love with it, and I've been on like a foundation kick, literally. I bought the NARS one, which is good. It's not my favorite, so it's not my favorites. I bought the Clinique one, which is good too, but it's not my favorites. Again, whoa, it's not in my favorites. I bought the Lumi again, which this one's really good. It should have been in my favorites, but I have the MAC. Oh, I have the other MAC one, and I bought these all in the span of a month. And then I have the Fit Me, the CoverGirl, the L'Oreal True Match, and the Kat Von D, which sucks ass. Okay, these are just gonna go alright. But yeah, it gives you like such a nice coverage. If you have dry skin, you're gonna love this foundation. And it's, out of all of the foundations, this one and the Lumi are the cheaper one. This is $29, which is still a lot, but I mean, compared to like the MAC and the NARS, like, I would say they have around the same. This has 1 fluid ounce. Oh, I guess they all have 1 fluid ounce. I don't know. I'm crazy. The next thing that I want to mention is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I've seen it raved around about on Twitter and on YouTube and everywhere, and I finally gave it a chance. So I want a little ham matte because I have been on a MAC kick. So it's awesome. Like, all concealers settle into my fine lines, but it's hard for me to find a concealer that brightens up my face. Normally, I can put a concealer and then I put a powder, and it doesn't help. Like, it just looks boring, and it doesn't look standing out like I want it to. But this one actually brightens everything, and it looks so much better, and it actually stays all day, which I really like because I do work a pretty fast-paced job, so I need something that's going to stay on my face all of the day. And then next, I just bought this Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil. It's an eyeshadow primer and color corrector. I've been using it to sculpt out my eyebrows. I don't know about the eyeshadow primer. I haven't tried it, but I will. So this is a good deal. I think this was $18. I have the Milani one. It is just as good. But I wanted to give this one a try too, but I really like this. So I would go with this. If you're on a budget, I would go with the Milani one because it's just as good. And next, I finally found a liquid lipstick that I am truly in love with. As you guys know, I have like a million of the NYX soft matte lip creams. I have them in, I think, almost every color except like 3. And so I finally discovered these. One of my coworkers was wearing this one, which is a Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Love, like L-U-V. Or maybe it's called L-U-V. I don't know. But she was wearing this one, and I asked her which one it was. Or I didn't want to ask her because I felt kind of like, oh, I don't want to ask her. So I thought it was this, the NYX matte lipstick in the color Area. And it looks like this. I thought it was that, and I bought that, and it didn't look like it. It looked too dark. So I was like, it has to be something else. So I finally asked her, and it was this. So I bought it, and oh my gosh, it looks so good, and it doesn't look cakey like other ones. Today I'm wearing the Jeffree. This is called Jeffree. This is like a pink, peachy color, and the packaging is beautiful. I really like that. Ooh. And I'm wearing just a Viva La Glam around it, so it gives it dimension. And then the next thing that I have for face is I did purchase the Shade of Light palette by Kat Von D that looks like this. And it has a huge mirror, which I love. And it's so bright. Like, I love the Anastasia contour kit. I don't think I could ever live without it because I just love that kit. But this is like a game changer. This might put the Anastasia kit to shame. I'm still using it, so I'm still kind of getting the feel for it. I love the contour shades. So much better for my skin tone than the ones in that kit. So I've kind of been playing with both, so we'll see where we go with those. And next, I have 2 brushes. I have a Luxie angled brush that I've been using to contour that I really like. It's like super soft. I got it in my Ipsy bag, and it's just pretty, and it's pink, and it works really well. I've never had an angled brush, so maybe that's why it's one of my favorites, but I really like it, and it's really easy for me to contour all my face and stuff, so I'm really liking this. I just got this Good Karma Urban Decay Optical Blurring Brush. It looks like this. Mine's all dirty because I just used it for my face, but I've really been in love with this. It really just blends in my foundation flawlessly, and it looks beautiful. So definitely recommend this. But if you really don't have the money to spend $25 on this brush, you can get this brush by Real Techniques for $8, and it works almost identical. Next is eyes. I have a couple palettes. This palette I especially want to talk about. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes, and it is super, super pigmented and beautiful. This is from Love and Beauty. It's the Forever 21 makeup brand. This eyeshadow palette was $6.50 or $6.80, and here, let me show you. Look how pigmented that is. Like, that is so pigmented on my eyes. It came off so pigmented and just nice, and they're creamy. And I think that if Forever 21 keeps coming out with eyeshadow palettes like this, they're gonna just change the game of makeup, because they feel a lot like the Lorac palette eyeshadows. So I'm like in love with this. This is like my new favorite eyeshadow palette. I've been reaching for it more often than my other palettes. The next palette is a Lorac Pro 2. I bought this a little while ago, and I kind of didn't dig into it, but I've been using the Nectar shade and the light brown a lot, and this palette is just so awesome. If you're gonna splurge on any palette, I recommend the Loracs over any Naked palette. I have the Naked 3 and I have the Naked Basic, and I 10 million times recommend these. They're cheaper and they're so much better quality. The Naked palettes have a lot more hype than what they really have for quality. And the next palette, I have the Lorac 1, the Lorac 2, and the next one I'm going to talk about is the Lorac Unzipped. I finally decided to just take a plunge and get this one. I got it mainly for this color Unbroken, which is like a really nice brown, earthy red, burgundy. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's beautiful. I've been obsessed with this palette and all the shades. It's so versatile and so pigmented. So again, if you're going to splurge on any palette, I would do this. Do one of the Lorac palettes. I mean, if you're a beginner, I would go with the Lorac 1 just because it's more basic colors. But yeah, and finally, but not least, I have my new favorite lipsticks. Like I said, I've been on a MAC kick, so I've bought a couple of these. I picked up, right now I'm wearing the Viva La Glam, the Miley one, just because, you know, it's Miley and I had to buy it, and I'm obsessed with Miley, which looks like this. It's just a beautiful hot pink. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this, and it has her signature on it, and it's just super cute. And I also have the Viva La Glam 2, which is just a very Kylie, like, you know, 90s kind of lip color. The next one is Cyber, which is like super dark, almost black purple. And then the next one I got was Kind of Sexy, which is just a neutral pinkish peach. And then the next one I got is called Taupe, which is really just a brown, a taupe. And then the next lip color that I got is called Up the Amp, and I also got this one because I thought it was the one my coworker was wearing, but it wasn't. This one's a really pretty, just purple pink instead of the blue undertone that has more pink. And then this one is Please Me, which is just a beautiful neutral pink, and I've been obsessed with these. They're so hydrating to my lips, and they just stay on all day, and I've been in love with MAC for the past couple months. So yeah, these are all my favorites. My collection has really been growing, like a lot, a little too much. So yeah, this is all I have for you guys. Stay tuned for my other videos, and thank you for watching.